Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, June 5th, 2018, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a fantastic day, I'm in a really good place, and excited for a productive session as usual. Finally moving into the phase where I have some legit music sessions, so I've got about 2.5 hours in front of me right now, which I'm really excited about, and it's been a long time coming. There was nothing like being deep in the zone, 8-10 hours a day for 4 months, and I was able to make tons of strides, I was able to make a lot of mistakes, I was able to screw some things up that have made me better the past few months, and I just haven't had nearly as much bandwidth. And I tried to stretch that by sleeping less. I sort of defaulted on that experiment or just realized like it wasn't taking me where I wanted it to go. I may revisit that at some point, now that I'm revisiting the vlogs that are like 2 months behind. It's interesting to have that kind of perspective. I'm not seeing where I was yesterday anymore, I'm seeing myself 2 months ago. Just kind of this weird dissonance, but anyway. I'm working on updating my editing skills, just trying to make these vlogs a little more entertaining, a little more engaging, a little better, honestly, and just provide a little bit more value to people. So I'm happy I'm stepping my game up there. I'm taking some editing classes. I'm going to switch editing software. I think I'm going to get into the Adobe Creative Suite because I just really like the look of the stuff that I've seen edited on that, and I'm just ready for a change. I am today going to hit the online class front, update you guys with what I'm working on there, going to hit a quick guitar practice, share my progress, going to hopefully knock out the bass line for this new song I'm working on for the Aeons record, which has been like on hold for 2 months now, which has been a little excruciating honestly, but getting back into it, and it's probably good that I took a break. And then I'm going to work on getting my social media posting game up, and I'm starting to realize like the time to market your business and product is now. Really the time to do anything is right now. And yeah, I'm a little ahead of the game on that as far as like where my products are and my pipeline for onboarding new customers, but that's not going to grow unless I put time into it. And I think the main things for me to do are set aside time to actually focus on those marketing efforts, because right now I'm doing it sort of haphazardly in between things, and I'm just getting inconsistent results. Like sometimes I'm posting regularly, sometimes I'm not. So I'm just going to make sure I have spotlight some time for that in every session going forward. Maybe not every session, but as many sessions as I can stomach. And I'm just shifting the balance right now as I move deeper into the professional strata of how much time I'm spending on actually creating music versus how much time I'm spending on putting that in front of people, building my platforms, and really building my voice and the reach of that, which has been fun, honestly. I've been really, really enjoying it, and I'm really stoked about it, and I've got some great guidance via some of the Gary Vee materials I've been talking about, which I'd strongly recommend you guys check out. I just read Crush It, and I'm reading Crushing It for the second time right now, and they're fantastic. Then I'm going to finish off with a little bit of the Hazardous Lean stuff. I'm really enjoying working on that project. I mean, you can just see in my body language. And it's been fun to just kind of remove the need to make everything perfect. That's really been my MO with this Aeons record, and it's taken me, almost 2 years. It's probably going to be 2 years start to finish, which I really think there is a place for that type of art, and I really admire the type of artist who can play the long game and not compromise, and a part of me really wants to be that type of artist. The more business sensible person in me is skeptical of perfectionism and wants to open up a channel where I can just have more fun, get more at-bats as far as what people see that I'm up to and what I'm doing, and I think that that will harmonize well with everything else I'm doing, and that way I'm not just waiting or putting something on hold. I'm doing it now, and I'm giving all the different ambitions that I have a chance to breathe. And some people say you shouldn't do that. I just feel like the way to get clarity for yourself is to do it yourself, experiment with it, and see the results. Only you are going to know whether it's the right thing for you. It's the good news and the bad news. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions as we go through the session, and I'll update you at the end with what I accomplish. Let's do it. Alright, great session today. Definitely got a lot of stuff done. Hit the online class front, did more from the Art of Vocal Production class on Coursera. And the instructor today was just talking about editing based on tempo, and you can just set the grid in your digital audio workstation to only put segments. And that's really valuable, especially if you're making electronic or programmed music, because then every time you move something around, it's quote-unquote in time. A lot of music these days is made that way, which I didn't necessarily realize, but that's good to know. From there, I got a great guitar practice in, just working on my minor pentatonics, and I'm really on a whole new level with those guys. I've gotten to the place where I can pretty much feel out where I am in the scale just based on the tonality of the interval and like the quality of the notes. I can be like, oh, that sounds like the third, that sounds like the two, that sounds like the seven. And that's really been my goal, so I'm just going to keep stretching that at least another week, and then maybe start moving forward with the Musicism online class. And I started tracking a guitar solo, a little later in the session, and I was able to move around a lot more freely, which is really the goal of that work. So from there, I took a short break, had a snack, and then jumped into some social media posting. I did a new Aeons post, and I did a new Music Vlogs Daily post. And those are just taking me a while, so I'll keep working on it to get faster so that I can start posting for all my channels, because I'm working on my personal channel, I'm working on this channel, I'm working on the Aeons channel, and I'm working on the Hazardous Lean channel. And I want to pump out just, start getting my content game up just all across the board. So that means I might fall short, especially at the beginning, and as I continue to push my limits, I think that's just part of the process of getting better. Is like you falter, you screw up, it sucks, and then you're better. It's kind of a simple equation, actually, now that I think about it. From there, I got into tracking some bass lines for the new song. They were okay. I got some fun takes, some different ideas. I mean, I'm so disconnected from the Aeons aesthetic as far as like the headspace I was in when I was tracking that record that it might be worth just finishing the songs I have and making it like a 3-track demo or something like that. Or it might be worth finishing this current tune I'm working on. I'm not sure. I'm just going to try to put my heart and soul into that as my music time opens up and just give myself more time to track, because like 30 minutes is just not that long to get a finished take of something. But I made progress today. I got the guitar pedal set up, got the tone dialed in a little bit better, and like I'm closer than where I was yesterday, which is important. Just not as close as I want it to be. So I'll take a look at that personally on the back end tonight and strategize for tomorrow. And also, I haven't listened back to him, maybe there's something cool to learn from that, or maybe the sound was shitty, so it's good that I didn't get a final performance or something. From there, I got into some Hazardous Lean stuff, and I'm just working on this new track. And the track's okay. Honestly, I'm not as stoked on it as I was the first time I made it. I did it on an airplane, so there was a lot of ambient noise, and I did it on closed back headphones, so the sonics are a little wacky, but I can fix that in post-production, and that's good practice, honestly, from a mixing standpoint. And then my partner in crime was like, hey, you should put a guitar solo on this track, so I was like, okay. So I'm working on the bridge, and I've got a couple solo ideas going on here, and they sound okay. Oh, this isn't going to play if I do it. I'll preview that in the Hazardous Lean feed in the next couple days, and I'll probably release it tomorrow, come hell or high water, just try to knock it out even if it sucks. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Can't wait.